All right. Welcome to Words, Books and Letters, and in the studio with me today is Mr. Edward Lee, the Grand Lodge chaplain of the Rosicrucian Order in San Jose. Mr. Lee, welcome to Words, Books and Letters once again.
Thank you so much for having me with you, Mr. Ali.
And when your designation, Grand Lodge chaplain,
yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, that is a ceremonial title, much the same as other fraternal organizations have, and ours is a fraternal organization of men and women throughout the world. My particular function is working with the temple in San Jose, which is a temple of learning, by the way, with no secret connotations, you see. And in this temple we have installations of officers, and a ceremony of perhaps a memorial for someone who's passed away, and that type of thing. And when we have a new leader coming in, the Grand Lodge chaplain will be the one who perhaps reads the prepared text and welcomes the person. You see, it's a ceremonial title, and I'm very privileged to do that.
Now, from what you have said, this gives me the impression that you are the equivalent of an archbishop or something who will crown a king or introduce a president of a unit to his particular job.
Well, I thank you for giving me that high matchup, but we have others too. A ritual team in a temple works on behalf of the Rosicrucian teachings to put the person in a situation where they walk through and are understanding of the principles that are being discussed. For example, if you and I went through 4 years of college, and we simply, at the end of four years of college, we simply walked out the front door and someone handed us a diploma and say goodbye. You may or may not be happy with that. However, if you have a graduation ceremony in which there are bands playing and the family comes and you wear robe and cap and gown and there is a presentation ceremony, it makes an impression not only on the physical but on the mental and spiritual as well. And it's meaningful and it's unforgettable, you see. And so that's what it is, these ritual type of things. There are many rituals in life. There's the ritual of birthdays and celebrations and holidays, which are basically rituals. But we have it in a more meaningful capacity, that if a person is elevated from one level of knowledge to another, and there is a marker to say, here is where you move up, and a person, and that becomes more meaningful and useful to a person. You see what I mean? And so that's what that is.